diversify recipes and adopt a highly interactive form to increase the fun of cooking for users. At the same time, we provide the function of monthly recipe recommendations compared with internet, which has been developed for a long time. We discussed it later. We were inexperienced and have not yet accumulated a large number of users. This is the price comparison between Chef and KYOTO and other large e-commerce providers. Taking a typical vegetable dish and a meat dish as the price of Chef is significantly lower than other platforms. Our team plans to take 3 steps towards sustainable development. At the beginning, we need to make all kinds of preparations, which is the most important. And in the middle age, it is to promote and accumulate users on a large scale. And in the later stage, it is to expand service scope and increase users' stickiness. Finally, sustainable development can be achieved through continuous optimization and upgrading. At present, the product is at the end of the demand stage, that is the early stage of the development stage, and is also under further market investigation. At the same time, the laboratory data has been collected, and it is planned to publish the related paper with the person in charge as the first order in early 2021. We plan to raise $1 million, 1 million yuan, which is expected to be raised by the team itself as a shareholder of intangible assets, bank loans, and angel investment. We forecast a revenue of 73,847,000 yuan in the first year. The team is made of outstanding students from disciplines providing new insights from different areas of the project. Two advisors, Sun Zhongyin and Taishen, provided us with a lot of help. Well, thank you. That's the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening.
So one question for me, can you explain your service in one sentence? Can you explain your service in one sentence?
Not yet. We're still preparing for the.
My question is if you can explain your business in one phrase to make us understand easier.
Can you repeat that again?
So what do you provide? What is your service, main service?
Provide users can browse government video from our platform, and we support food recipe for them. They can purchase for one click, and food materials will be sent out to their home.
Okay, so maybe in Japan, the biggest problem right now we're facing is food waste. So maybe it's better to collaborate with somebody who has more food supply. That will be helping their market. The food waste. That's my idea. That's one idea for you. Thank you.
大丈夫。ごめんね。じゃあちょっと日本語でちょっとご質問したいと思います。京都大学の高瀬です。ごめんなさい。で、例えばね、誰を顧 にしてるんですかっていうことが、これ問題になるんですよ。
So I would in fact ask you, who's your target market? Who's your target?
でね、僕が、もうちょっと。で、私が思うのは、例えば、スポーツをやってるアスリートの人っていうのは、何を食べてるのかっていうのを全部履歴を取らなきゃいけないし、それはなんでかっていうと、ドーピングチェックの問題とかがあって、体に入れるものに対しては、どういう商品を購入して、どういうものを食べたんですかっていうことをトレースする必要があるんですね。で、多分そういう人に対して、実は刺さるサービスなんじゃないかなと思うんです。
So athletes need to keep record on what they're eating, because it's in the matter of doping check. So the athletes are pretty much concerned about what they pretty much into what they eat every day and need to keep track on. So maybe the target might be the athletes as well.
そうすると、これはペットボトルの水なんだけど、ここにバーコードがあって、これバーコードがあって、そのバーコードを、買うときにこう、してるんだけど、でも、商品が分かれば、その中の成分がどういうものなのかっていうのが分かるわけですよ。っていうふうにしていくと、何をどういうふうに食べていけばいいのかっていうことを、バーコードから、バーコードみんなあるから、これをうまく活用するっていうようなことを僕なら考えます。
Maybe this is advice for you that we have barcodes on all the products. So if you can keep on track on those the barcodes already existing.
それがブロックチェーンのテクノロジーのところに刺さってる。
And that will relate to blockchain. So you don't have to create your own, but you just need to track on that barcode.
狙いはとてもいい。
Your target is pretty accurate.
だけど、もう一番最初にこのサービスを利用する人はどういう人なのかっていうことで、ビジネスプランの見せ方をもう少しブラッシュアップしていったらいいと思う。
It's better for you to brush up who's your target. More emphasize on your target
一
market.
番最初にイニシャルカスタマー。
So if you could add initial customer in your presentation.
これはアドバイス。
Yeah, that's my advice for you.
他のどうですか？どちらで？
Okay, let me ask you about your product differentiation strategy. When multiple competitors actually entered into your market, how can you differentiate your services in the market? Can you hear me?
マイクがミュート外してくれる。
Sorry, we cannot hear you.
You're on mute.
大丈夫。
Yes.
Sorry. Can you repeat the question?
Okay. When multiple competitors entered into your market and the competition heated up in your market, how can you differentiate your services in your market compared with your library company? Because the level of market entry, with respect to your services, you presented today is not so high in terms of my viewpoint, because in Japan, actually, the company called the OE6, that's the major company in Japan who actually serve the similar or the same services into the market, and the company is rapidly growing just with the help of coronavirus at this time. So what I'm saying is the level of market entry with respect to your service is not so high. In that case, how will you differentiate your services compared with your library?
The current rapid development of the internet has provided good user support for the development of our app. Every customer is more dependent on mobile phones and other platforms. The now living stream as an industry outlet will reach its peak in the next 2 or 3 years. We will focus on the sales and the distribution of semi-finished products. Users can choose to purchase ingredients or semi-finished products according to their own needs. Just click the link to complete one-click purchase. There is no side dishes. After users purchase, our platform is responsible for the distribution of fresh ingredients and semi-finished products to ensure the ingredients of distribution and the freshness of the ingredients. The distribution of semi-finished product meets the need of white-collar workers and office workers who want to control their diet but not have time to buy the materials, and it is hard for people to decide what to eat every lunch, every meal.
Thank you for your answer. Thank you, number 3 team. It's time for number 4 team. Please be prepared. And if you are prepared, you can start.
Hello everyone, my name is Anna. Let me share my screen. Once again, hello everyone, my name is Anna and I'm the founder of Floor Maternity, a femtech startup that develops personalized healthcare solutions for pregnant women. As for the founding team, I have a background in international and Japanese law. I'm enrolled in the International Entrepreneurship program in KYOTO University. I played second in Japan Hackathon. I'm the finalist of Hot Social Innovation. My co-founder and CTO is a Japanese governmental scholar and a PhD student in biomedical engineering at Osaka University. I will now start the presentation. The cases of advanced maternal age pregnancies have been steadily increasing in Japan over the past decades. In 2016, 1 in 3 pregnant women was over 35 years old. With the spread of advanced maternal age, the cases of pregnancy complications, as on the graph on the right side, are also increasing. Pregnant women are overwhelmed with the responsibility of eating well, staying healthy, and emotionally positive. But at the same time, even if they want to maintain a healthy lifestyle, it is not an easy thing to do, as there are many pregnancy guidelines and norms that they need to know and consistently follow. To address this problem, we have developed Flora Pregnancy app that provides personalized health insights and suggestions, turning the difficulty of following pregnancy guidelines into a beautiful and simple gamified experience. We have two main differentiation points in our app. We provide health information tailored for each particular user with their measurements, type of body, and predispositions. The second is where the first evidence-based and data-driven pregnancy app, our health algorithm, is developed in collaboration with Osaka University. I will touch more in depth on this point. Now I will give a brief overview of the service. We encourage pregnant women to track heart rate, weight, blood pressure, exercise, sleep, and symptoms, etc. We visualize the data in the form of bars, showing whether the woman's measurements are in the normal range. If the app detects any potential irregularities, like for example, we see that she can potentially develop prenatal depression, we connect the user to the external telemedical services or their doctor. Later, by analyzing the data, we can link pregnancy symptoms, physical state with nutritional and emotional state, thus providing personalized insights on what influences their health and how. In addition,
Sorry, we cannot hear you from now. The screen is frozen. Can you fix the problem? Can you hear me?
向こうがで電話してあげたり、つながったり、誰がバックアップするリスタートした。
I'm sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
Sorry, everything disappeared.
Yes.
I think there was a problem with my connection. Yes, so the general overview is we get the measurements, we use our app algorithm, and we provide suggestions to women. We also have a chatbot that asks follow-up questions, and we have connection to telemedical services. The health algorithm of the app was developed in collaboration with biomedical data and analytics group from Osaka University, as well as licensed nutritionists and midwives. Flora Maternity is a member of Phoenix Incubation Cohort and Plug and Play in Japan 2021, as well as the Healthcare Hub I2JP of AstraZeneca. So how this works? Suppose we have Yukiko that uses our app. She's on the 21st week of pregnancy, and for the past few days, she tracked low emotional state and low heart rate variability. The app asks her questions designed to understand that maybe she potentially developed prenatal depression and detects that she's at risk. So we connect Yukiko to doctors who eventually make their decisions. As for the competition, again, there is no app right now in the market that would provide tailored information to the users. All they have is the least up information, for example, articles or recipes, but they're not, every woman is different. Some women have high blood pressure, some women have thyroid problems, and the apps in the market at the moment do not account for that. The femtech market has been growing. The femtech market was technology that answers to women's needs, has been growing rapidly for the past few years, and since 2018, its size has more than doubled. It's set to be worth $50 billion for 2025. A little bit about business model. Sorry, maybe this slide is a bit complicated. On the left is B2C. Right now, it's our main model. We're creating community on Instagram, on our blog. We have a free version and a paid version. Our distribution channels include midwives, insurance companies, baby good sellers, food production companies, and real estate companies. The second model is B2B. Below in the slide, we aim for the data to be used by the PHR platform providers like Fujitsu, for example, in Japan, which provides cloud services to hospitals. For the financials, for the B2C model, we provide a paid version of 400 yen per month. In 2021, we project to hit 100,000 users and get to $100,000 per year. This graph does not include B2B revenue since we're in the middle of negotiating the price and terms. However, we are considering the subscription price of 30,000 yen per month for hospitals or PHR providers. At this stage, we have completed a crowdfunding round and raised 1 million yen. With that capital, we built our beta version, and we're really excited to share with you that we made the release 3 days ago. And you can look up the app in App Store or Google Play. Right now, we're actively looking for angel investors. Thank you very much. This is how the beta version looks like. So thank you.
アンナさんよく知ってる。皆さん。
Hi, thank you very much. Question from me. Is Japan your targeting country at first?
So at first, yes, because most of the team members are physically in Japan, and because we have a network here, and we also have collaboration opportunities with Osaka University, so we're targeting Japanese market first, and then we plan to expand in ASEAN countries and in Asia. It will be our main expansion target.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, thank you for your presentation. But I don't remember what exactly it was, but unfortunately, as far as I remember, the same service, almost the same service that you explained today was reported in this competition. As far as I remember, so have you developed this service by yourself?
In this competition this year?
What I'm saying is a very similar service was no.
Because
for example, two years ago, I don't remember.
At some point, we participated 1 year ago in the competition, but we have pivoted a lot, and the idea has changed. Because at that point, yes.
So that was you. I don't remember now. Okay. Oh, okay. So my memory is correct and brilliant. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Can I explain how the idea changed then?
Okay. Yes. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
At that point, we were focusing on gamified elements, and we were trying to connect. We were developing this idea of Tamagotchi for pregnant women, but we have found out that actually in Japan there are more high-risk women who are more interested in high-quality solutions and like personalized health suggestions, not just in gamified elements. So we had to pivot and we had to change our business models and focus on health tracking instead of just funny interactive elements. And this is why we collaborated with Osaka University and we started developing like the algorithm that connects nutritional, emotional, and physical stage of women. So it was us, but we've changed a lot.
Okay, thank you for kind and detailed information for us.
Yeah, I have a question for you. So do you have customers already?
So right now, basically in 3 days, we managed to get 200 customers, but all of it is in a test mode. We're not planning to get a lot of customers at this moment. What we need is to understand what users want us to include in official version in next spring. So yeah, we have 200 downloads and we're keeping track of these customers.
In 3 days?
Yes.
Wow.
But well, we worked a lot with like early access. So we had emails, we had users that subscribed for the download.
Okay. So so what will be the biggest challenge for you from now on?
Well, I guess the biggest challenge is user acquisition anyways. But if we're talking short term, for us to understand, so we created like a framework, like a general idea of what we wanted, and now we have to figure out what exact feature will bring, will work better for monetization. Because there's a lot of elements that women told us that they want to have, but we need to understand now what exactly will bring money. And yeah, so we're actively engaging with users at this time to understand this. And this is the biggest challenge.
Okay, and then the app is going to be connected to the doctors. Is that what you said?
Yes, so yeah, the app itself does not make any diagnosis, will not make any decision. In case the user wants and in case there's some potential risk, then they can, following our app, like be connected to external sources. Their online gynecology, online obstetric services, and we're negotiating on whether we can connect our app with their app or their desktop service.
Yeah, because if I were a customer, I would like to be connected to my doctor as well, so I can probably, ask questions rather than just chatbot answering
Yeah.
my questions.
So this is the ideal scenario. Unfortunately, probably our first step is simply to connect to overall general online service because it's quite hard in Japan to approach hospitals. But at the same time, if we manage to now collaborate with companies like Fujitsu, HR providers, who has their own connections to hospitals, then we will be able to provide our service connection to doctors for particular user, for particular patients of the hospitals that pay subscription. So this is our plan for it.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
だいぶ良くなる。
Yeah, as far as I know, the business plan looks pretty much better than last year.
まあ、アンナさんに今後わかるかな。クラウドファンディングが成功したの、7月の。
そうです。
So you succeeded in crowdfunding in
How
Japan.
much money did you use?
1 million yen, $10,000.
で、多分その、あれやんなきゃいけないの。B2G を。B2G。
Yeah, so your target, next target will be B2G, the government.
Yes.
本当にマイナンバーカードの電子認証をそのスマートフォンと連携するところをちゃんとやらないと。
It's better to connect with my number, which is like a social security number that we Japanese have. So the next step will be connecting with that the number, the my number.
それを犯罪のデータビリティプロジェクトとかいろいろあるから。
So there's a dataability project in Osaka University. I think they're dealing with the my number.
電子認証とスマホをやるところ
Smartphone recognition.
Yes.
で、そこのビジネスプランさえかけたら勝ちなんだけど。
So if you could draw the business plan with that things included, you'll be most likely to succeed for sure.
で、殺し文句は厚生労働省に対して、厚生労働省とかデジタル省に対しての殺し文句は、それでプラットフォームをちゃんと作って一緒に海外に輸出しましょう。
So the killer sentence will be just for health ministry and also digital ministry will be to have this platform ready and export it to outside Japan. So that will be the killer sentence.
去年よりはもうかなり進歩してるので。
So it's way better than last year. It's improved a lot.
7月のクラウドファンディング以降どうなっちゃったのか、松田さんと心配してた。
Yeah, so me and Matsuda-san were concerned about how you've been running after receiving the first round investment. So good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you.
はい。頑張りましょうと。
Good luck. Good luck.
はい。
Thank you.
大丈夫だね。だいぶ理解が深まったと思う。
How many months do you expect to be an average subscription per user? Because this is a service for maternity, so the user that is not necessarily keeping their account for life.
Yeah, so in the app industry, the normal number is 8% conversion rate. So out of all users, only 8% pay for the subscription. So we expect the numbers to be in that range.
So some pregnant women start subscription and they will leave, but another newcomer will come in.
Yeah, so probably, yeah, this is a question about user acquisition, right? But at the same time, all of the women, well, around 97% of women, well, in Japan, out of our hearing user interviews, all of them use pregnancy apps. So the user acquisition itself is not that much of a problem because as soon as they become pregnant, they download apps, 1, 2, 3, or 4. The problem is winning the competition and winning apps that are popular now. But getting this user like overturn is not a problem in itself because users themselves look for these apps and they use it with, they like using it.
Okay, thank you, number 14. It's a time for number 5 team. If team number 5, you are prepared, please start.
Hello everyone. Sorry, can I release my video? Because mine is public by you. Okay, hello everyone. This is Yuan Zhou from Nanyang Technological University. And today I'm just on behalf of Sichuan University, which I study as my bachelor degree, and Nanyang Technological University, and also National University of Singapore, to have the presentation of our business plan OMG coating. So actually we also have our slogan is connected, coating, and customized for you. So first, I want to introduce our team member. So me, Yuan Zhe, I'm year 4 or year 3 PhD student from material science engineering of the TU, and Yu from chemical engineering. Zhendong, Wang Yue, Zhou Jing, all from the Sichuan University Material Science or Polymer Science and Engineering. And our instructor is Professor Qian, who is also from Polymer Science and Engineering. And our OMG actually stands for the Opening Multi-Goal, so which offers customized protective coating as well as coating consultancy service for our customers. And OMG coating starts off a totally new era in fouling prevention. And the agenda for today's presentation is actually divided into 5 parts. So the first part is about the product technology. So first, let's go through a video introduction about what OMG coating is. Okay, so to sum up, actually our OMG coding is based on polyurethane technology. So from the left side, you can see the original character of the polyurethane. But actually our OMG can do furthermore than polyurethane only. So it can be fire resistant, it can be antibacterial and antibiofilm. It also can be corrosion resistant, self-healing, and the surface polishing also can adjust the curing time. So the style features, I also list down 3 of them. So first one is the drug resistance reduction and uniform surface texture. The second one is anti-biofouling. And third one is the adjustable curing time. It can be changed from 10 minutes to 2 hours. So let's quickly go through one by one. The first one is the drug resistance. So we also test our coding samples within this microchannel setup, and we can see that within the 100 micrometer, the drug reduction rate can reach as high as 3%. And also for the biofilm adhesion, our OMG coating, actually we do some CDC biofilm rapid test in the laboratory. And in the bottom right is our coating sample. And we can see there is no attachment or free attachment of the biofilm or any bacteria. And also, we also conducted the marine film test in the Sentosa, which is the big sea in Singapore. And we can see before and after the long-term exposure of our OMG coating, there is limited adhesion of the biofilm or any bacteria. But compared with another control group like steel or pure polyurethane, we still can see the corrosion pattern and also the attachment of the biofilm. The third one is about the outstanding performance of the mechanical strengths. And we also do some like anti-bullet test or anti-blast test. And all polyurethane coating can withdraw the force of the bullet and also can enhance the original character or original strength of the substrate, also the surface. So then when we consider our applications, actually the very beginning of this project is to start off as a marine anti-fouling or anti-biofouling coatings. But we realized the marine cleaning industry is heavily guarded during our interview. And through the interview, we also have some insights. Still, our OMG coating have many advantages over other top 3 players in the marine. We can reduce the drying out time, and our coating is totally environmentally friendly. Then we decide to consider about building construction and facility maintenance that we have more resources on. And we can use as anti-fouling surface. We also can get waterproof, high mechanical strength, and strong adhesion. And I just explain one by one. So the first one is the application for the crack cause leakage, gas leakage. So this is the purpose of the semiconductor company, and the pipe has already like more than 20 years old. So we got some leakage, so the chemicals and gases may leak from the pipe. So the current solution we have is to change the entire piping system or add another layer of piping around it. But OMG coating have offered a strong adhesion, and is self-healing. We can quickly apply on the cracks. The second one is the spalling concrete, because the HDB building in Singapore have long-term usage, and we may have a spalling concrete issue. But current solution is using a fiber reinforcement plastic, but this coating is considered as is not fire retardant. And the other sealant coatings may have some not less strong adhesion of common materials. But what OMG coating offers, first it can be fire resistant. Second, it can have strong adhesion on any surface like plastic, concrete, or anything else you can think about. The third scenario we think about is the accumulation of dirt microbials on surface, because in many buildings there's a water tank on the rooftop and also the biofilm growth in it. So the current solution for them is to periodically cleaning and to apply another layer of epoxy. But what OMG coating offers, first it can be hydrophobic. means less pickup of the dirt, and also it's easy to clean. And second one is high build, means every building within one copy can address all this issue. And we also conduct some marketing analysis. And since with the COVID-19 period, we have conducted so many interviews, and these are the website the companies that we have conducted this. They include the Nippon Paint, the Kensai Paint from Japan, and also the Sakura's from many Europe countries. And the interviewees may include a facility manager, shipyard owners, coating technology company, and paint manufacturers. So this is the market size we have concluded right now. So the target market currently we're talking about facility and building business is around $8 billion US. And for the total addressable market is 89 billion in 2019. So we will consider higher than this in 2024. So the structure of the business is here. So actually we can address the gains, and also we can stop the pains for them, because the pains for most of the construction and also facility application, it has long-term disruptions for the facility breakdown, and it needs long maintenance period. And also Singapore have a high humidity environment, so it's also a headache problem to them. And the shortcoming for all the building materials is the headache problem they want to solve. And our product can address this, and we have provided the features in the left side: high tensile shears, anti-biofilm, self-healing, strong thermal stability, waterproof, and strong connection. So the business model canvas in the next slide. So we begin at marine base, but soon we find out the marine is hard for us to entry. Then we consider about building and construction. The slide is not great. Okay, so we have to consider about the construction and facility, and we may consider starting from the two ways. First is to sell the product to the facility manager or facility users, and also we can sell to the construction users. The second one, okay, now let's quickly jump to the data sheet comparison. So actually, one thing we also.
The time is up. You want to still explain your business plan or?
Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, we actually conduct several marketing analysis, and also we have a business plan.
Do you have a patent on this service?
Currently, I'm registered under the Singapore government, but it takes about around one more years. So currently, I still submit the document to them. Okay, we also compare with the Nippon Paint and Automobile. So these are two famous paint in the market, and we have several advantages over them. We can see the dry time. We also can see the cure time. And we are only one layer applied, so we can see the dry down time, also the application time. So it can be adjustable according to what customer want. Yeah.
Where do you have your raw material? Where do you get the raw material?
We already find out two suppliers. So actually, because the polymer got two components, component A and component B. So component A is actually widely used in the market because share with the polymer paint. And component B is that we fabricate ourselves. So it means we can buy from market with the low price about component A, and we can according to what customer want, and we can like customize the component for them. Like some customer want the fire resistant or fire retardant, we can choose the material and customize for them. And actually, we have already prepared some different samples for different applications. Yeah. And currently, we also have some agreement with contractors in Chengdu and in Dali in China. And also, we signed like agreement of research and development with the engineering PD in Singapore also. Yeah. So this agreement including a cooperation of wholesale, marketing, R&D, and service work. So the plan for this period, because of COVID-19, so the construction market may be not that good. So maybe during this period, we may consider about obtaining the third-party certifications, develop some working prototype. Then right now we already have some trial screen in construction site. And in 2021, 2022, we are going to explore more facility maintenance and construction market. And in the 2022 and 2023, we may still want to explore back to the marine and vehicles and also the military market. Yeah.
I've got a question. So you've already developed this coating material. So is your business model is you manufacture a factory and you make this coating material to supply for the customers, or you provide just a technical advice of how to make this coating material and you don't have any assets?
Okay, so currently we have access on the coating raw materials and also spray machines. So actually our strategy and the business model canvas is just this one here. So first we sell standard products. So it can be tracked per liter via distributors. And second one, we do some consultancy service. And after that, we also can provide some application service on these coatings. So these are two ways we are going to start our business. And customer segment is the construction and facility right now. And for the consultancy, we may give to the application partners or site management team or any like application partners. But for sale standard product, we may reach to the sales and distributor management or any like distributors to sell this product. Yeah, and currently we also have our own team like supported by the JTIC in Singapore, because we already applied for the pipe, as we can see from the first pictures of the applications for transfer.
日本語でいきますね。アプリケーションのところで、船のそこのやつ、船のそのなんて言えばいいのかな。これはアンティバイオホールディングコーティングのところっていうのが非常に素晴らしいと私は思うんですけれども、ここでもうある程度そのキャッシュが入ってくるような状況になってるんじゃないかなと思うんですけれども、そこの状況はどうなってますか？
So, talking about the application, where you see the ship, marine ship, the bottom of the marine ship covered with the coating, I believe that you can make money out of this. But do you think you can make money out of this, or? I remember.
I still want to. Okay.
Yeah, I remember you saying it's hard to work with marine.
Yes.
So what is the difference?
So actually the marine market is very big, and we already have a long-term cooperation trends for the spray coatings. So it's hard for us to compete with the CMP as well and Proton. So these are already there. And for us, what we can do first is we can cooperate with these companies to design the new types of coatings, new types of coatings. But for us, we have, because we do the interviews, so we know we have advantages over this coating as well. But for long-term cooperation, they still like the boat owners or the ship owners still want to cooperate with these big companies rather than small one. So we may consider that we start from the construction first and we already accumulate the reputation or we have the good marketing size there, and we may still want to switch back to marine. And just as you mentioned, the marine market is very big also. And because of the shipping is everywhere, and especially shipping overseas, there is a special needed within this COVID-19 period. And also W11, also the Thanksgiving Day, we also have this shipping needed. So the marine size or the marine market size is actually very big. So still we have this willingness to go back to this marine market, maybe in the near future. The market rates might be a big problem for us. Yeah.
Thank you for your presentation, answer team number 5.
Okay.
This
Thank
is,
you.
so this is all.